Hey, how are you? It's nice to hear your voice. It's been a little while. I don't know how long it's been actually. I think it might have been like 2 or 3 days, but for me, that's a long time not to hear your voice. I'm glad you picked up the phone. I wondered if you would actually. Yeah, so tell me, what have you been up to for the past few days? What's been going on? Hmm. Me? Yeah, I'm fine. Not too bad. Just yeah, just been doing my usual stuff, like my day to day, my routine. Nothing too exciting. Was it a bit strange? Well, I sound different. Like different how my voice sounds different. Oh, right. But the vibe is different. No, I don't sound like my usual self. Maybe I don't know. I just think I've had a lot on my mind, to be honest with you. And yeah, it's got to do with you. But of course, you know that. Yeah, I've been missing you like a lot. And we're far away from each other right now. That's why I have to call you. That's why I can't come and see you. We're far away and it's kind of frustrating. I want to be closer to you, but I know that's difficult. Mm. Yeah, we've been needing to talk, right? Like properly. Yeah. Do you know what? I wanted to just call you, see how you are, and just be normal and joke around with you and all that kind of stuff. But actually, it's difficult. You know, when something's on your mind, it just comes to the front, and it's hard to be normal in inverted commas. You know what I mean, right? Yeah, I think I just miss you. And the conversations we've had recently have been going round in my head. And it's been strange. I know we had some conversations in person as well. And we've been together for a while, and there is no one I adore in this world more than you. There's no one I want to speak to more than you. No one I want to be close to more than you. I don't want to be close to anyone except you. I love it when you message me. I love it when your name pops up on my phone. I find myself like stupidly looking at selfies of us together. Just because I miss you. And I don't know, I think like I've been feeling a bit distant from you recently. See, we've had some conversations which weren't too easy over the past few weeks. And it creates a distance between us, you know? I hate that distance. Like, I really hate it. I want nothing more than to be close to you. It's like my logical side and my emotional side are battling with each other. Like my logical side, like the rational me, takes into account all of the practical concerns, the logistics, all that kind of stuff between us. And the emotional side of me just wants nothing more than to be close to you. But I know right now that's not possible. I know we're far away at the moment. Not just physically, but emotionally too. I know we've been talking about this a lot. Well, not a lot, but the past few weeks we've spoken about it. I think it's created a bit of a distance between us. But we both know there are things between us that are pretty much making it impossible to be together. I was trying to think of a better word than impossible, but I just couldn't think of one. Like we're far away from each other physically. Like we live in different places, far different places. And for the foreseeable future, a couple of years at least, I've got to stay where I am. And you've got to stay where you are. And we've tried doing this. I know we've tried. We've tried this long distance thing. Yeah, it is kind of difficult, you know. I see you for a few days and then I don't see you and then I miss you so much. But then there is all the other stuff. There are all the other reasons. It's annoying because they're all logistical reasons. We're at different stages in our lives, respectively. And I know it's impractical to be together. And I don't want to waste your time. I know you don't want to waste mine either. Things you've said that to me loads of times. That you don't want to waste my time, but time with you is never wasted. It's never wasted ever. In fact, it's time best spent. I wouldn't rather spend my time in any other way. But this is also the issue, right? Like when I see you, I just want to be with you constantly, all the time, and that just brings us closer together. And that makes it difficult for us to inevitably part. Like we thought we could have been friends. But how is that possible? I know you've been pulling back a bit and it's been difficult to feel you pull back. Like when you're close to me and then suddenly you're not as close to me anymore, I hate it. My heart rails against it and my mind does everything to try and get you back close to me. But that's the issue, right? The closer we are to each other, the more difficult it is to part. And I don't want to part from you. I know there is a lot of stuff between us, and I know ultimately we can't be together. I've gone through this over and over and over and over again in my mind. And I can't see a solution. As you know, it's not just the distance between us, it's the other stuff too. We're at different places in our lives where we're very different, and then somehow we still connect so deeply. And it's difficult because for me to come to terms with the fact that we can't actually be together has been very, very hard. Because I feel like no one understands me like you do. I mean, how do you let that go? How do you let someone go who understands you so deeply that you feel like that person sees you, all of you, from all sides, and you can be totally yourself with that person? How do you let that person go? Oh, I have no idea. I know we don't normally have these conversations in person, right? In person, when I've come to see you, and we know something is lingering under the surface between us, something difficult we have to discuss. It sounds childish, but I do my best to put it off until it absolutely has to be talked about. Because when I see you, I just want to enjoy my time with you. I don't want to see you and have loads of serious conversations. And every time we have had serious conversations in person, it's obviously a little bit fierier. It's passionate too. Then we have these tough discussions, and then because you're in front of me, I want nothing more than to be close to you. And so we talk, but then we kind of not make up because we haven't, we weren't disagreeing in the first place, but we talk and then we're talking about something tough, and then we kind of get closer to each other. And I know we've talked about parting ways before, but it's just so difficult. Maybe, maybe it's better on the phone, because right now, as we're speaking, we can speak like this, but I can't touch you. I can't even look at you right now. I mean, we could FaceTime or whatever, but I think that'd be too difficult. God, the distance is shit. I hate it. It's like fate laughs. That fate gives you the perfect person and gives me this person who is beautiful and seems like this person is made for me and I am made for them. Well, at least I hope, in your opinion. And this person understands me totally and completely inside and out. But then logistically and practically and just in terms of life, uh, everything is just the worst it could be. Honestly, fate laughs. She's a cruel mistress. She creates the perfect person for me and then makes that person totally unattainable for the long term. Because I've had my fair share of experiences, my fair share of relationships, of stuff which wasn't relationships as well. And of all of them, I could never see myself with someone long term. But with you, I see that emotionally. But the circumstance doesn't allow it. And it's not something we can change. I don't want you to uproot your whole life for me. And I know you don't want me to uproot my whole life for you. It's just. There are a lot of things that would be very messy. But how do I do that? How do I say goodbye to the person I love most deeply? I'm not asking you because I know you don't have an answer. Otherwise, we would have figured this out already. But I know we have to do it. I think I'm talking too much now. I think I'm just You're kind of quiet today. I think I'm saying it as much to myself as I'm saying it to you. I think this is maybe part of my process of coming to terms with it. I don't want to break up with you. I don't want to split from you. But I know we have to. I know there's no other choice. I don't want to waste your time anymore on something which can't go anywhere long term. And I know you don't want to waste mine either. Oh. It's difficult not to get emotional. I'm going to stay as strong as possible, but shit, that's not easy. I don't know what I'm going to do. Not hearing from you, not receiving messages from you, and not being able to message you. That is going to be painful. That's going to be so, so painful. You're still the first thing I think of when I wake up, and the last thing I think of when I go to bed. And every time I wake up, every morning, I always reach for my phone first thing to see if you've messaged. When you have, it's so nice. It makes me so happy. How am I going to live without that? I shouldn't think about it too much. I think if I do, it's just going to make it even more difficult than it already is. Yeah, I said I wasn't going to get emotional, right? Okay, no, I'm not. I'm not. I don't want to keep falling into the same traps though. Like we try to part ways and then I miss you, and then I cave and I call you. I can't do that anymore. You told me that when I contact you, it makes it more difficult for you as well. And then it pulls you back in. So that is what I have to take as my motivation. When I have those moments of weakness, when I miss you so much, and all I want to do is just to speak to you, I have to remember that when I cave, then it makes your life so much harder too. And I don't want to hurt you. And we both need to move on. I love you more than anything. I think a part of me always will. Oh. I think this is it. I think we have to do this by phone. I'm not strong enough to do it in person. I think you have to hang up the phone first because I just can't. I can't bring myself to do it. I'm going to try and be strong after this, but right now I can't be strong. Okay? I love you. And I'm going to miss you. Bye.